Hi, my name's Angela Tobin, and I'm the founder and leader of Kinship Caregivers Connect. I'm so excited to be here with you today, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm running the support group, why I care about kinship care, and it is a very personal story. I grew up and I saw my grandparents, who are right here. My grandparents, they raised my cousin for about 8 years, and his parents struggled with substance use and mental health struggles. So they just stepped in, and it was amazing to see how much fulfillment it brought them and how much joy it brought them. But I really also saw the challenges in terms of, them aging, their health getting worse, and also all of the family dynamics involved. Unfortunately, while they were caring for my cousin, they got sick. My Nana died of cancer, and a year later my Papa died. So after they passed away, my parents, my cousin's aunt and uncle stepped in and raised him for a couple of years. And that was also a challenge during COVID when everything was shut down. And it was just a really hard time on my family. So I wanted to be able to do something to make a difference. I was away at school, and I just learned that kinship care wasn't my own family only, but there's so many other families out there. So I decided to start the KCC support group in June of 2020. I can't believe it's been over 3 years. It's honestly been the greatest honor of my life, the greatest joy of my life, and that's just because of all of the amazing caregivers I've been able to meet along the way. And I've been so inspired by the way you all as caregivers keep going day by day, but also how you can come together and support each other. So really my own family is my why, and I will say that my cousin is now graduated high school, and he's in college, and he's doing so well, and he's able to look back and recognize how having that safe and loving environment for him has helped him. And of course there's always things to work through, but I'm just so blessed to be able to be a part of his village as well. And I wish they could be here to see it, but I know they're looking down on me, and I think kinship care can make such a difference in a child's life, and I know it's hard to see it day by day when you're really in it. But as time passes and as kids grow older, it's just so evident that attachment and, like I said, that safe and loving home makes such a difference. So this is why I do what I do, and I also have a background in occupational therapy. I graduated with my doctorate degree from Ohio State University in May of 2022, so I'm still a relatively new graduate, but I consider you all my greatest teachers, and I'm just here to kind of give you all the canvas, and you all have the paint to make this support group and community be what you want it to be. And I've heard it can feel very lonely until you connect to someone else who understands it. Yeah, kinship care definitely has a special place in my heart, and I hope to be an advocate to you all as well. But I did want to read our creative mission statement, and I think this sums up my why. So many times there can be so many services and supports and things where it feels very like one directional, or you might not even qualify for supports because of all the red tape around it. But I hope KCC is a place where I feel like we're walking with each other. So that's what our creative mission statement is about, and I'll read that now. So it's called "To the Ones Who Have Fallen Between the Cracks." To the ones who have fallen between the cracks, to the ones who are unseen and unheard as society steps over you, to the ones who care for others day in and day out without recognition, to the ones who feel vastly under-supported and infinitely overburdened. I see you and I hear you from the sidewalk above. I will not simply step over you. I see your day-to-day labors of putting your head down in hard work and putting your hands up in prayer. Each sunrise as a sign that you've simply made it. I hear for your cries for support and solidarity that are silenced by bigger issues in society. I feel your hurt in being rejected by the very society you are holding up by completely turning around a child's life. I don't have the answers to get you out of the crack. I don't have a voice loud enough to make everyone listen, but I do have my hands and my feet, where I can climb down and link arms with you, not to look down at you, but to look up with you. To know what it's like to feel small and stepped over, to add one more voice to the call, one more verse to the song of hope. Change isn't trying to fill the crack with cement and burying those in it. Change is calling on others to descend into it, to hear the heartfelt experiences of others, to bring a ladder and stabilize it on the bottom as others climb out, so they are once again seen, heard, and supported. So really, if you haven't joined our group, I hope you can know there are people standing along with you. You are not alone. And as I say, thank you so much for all of the thankless work you are doing day to day. I know it doesn't feel sometimes like it's being recognized, but I see it and I want to say thank you. And I always say, you all as caregivers give to me more than I can ever give back to you. So I'm just so grateful for this group and this community. And I hope you'll come along and join us. And I'd just like to give a special shout out to Ohio Kinship and Adoption Navigators Program. They have funded us and they've partnered with us to support us over the years in providing these groups to caregivers. They also provide one-to-one informational services, and they'll just connect you to resources in your area. So if you're a kinship caregiver, I recommend you give them a call. But thank you so much, Ohio Can, for your support.